Welcome to the daily chart of BNB versus dollar. You're gonna know the price direction, so keep watching. I'm gonna give you targets and everything else. Also, a quick update on Ethereum that we covered last time, because things are happening exactly as predicted. So, BNB versus dollar daily chart. What's going on around here? Well, I think that we can conclude by those lower highs a downtrend. Short term, of course, this is daily chart and this is not such a long trend. So a downtrend is in play. Does that mean that we need to go much lower? Well, yes and no, not much, but my assumption is still lower. It's not so much lower. But let me show you what do I mean. Now, if we drew resistance, well, we gotta give it a support, and at this moment you can see what's happening with the support. We are kind of losing it. If the candle closed like this, it would be very dangerous, because then we would break the support. And frankly, to some extent, I am expecting a breakout to the downside. Where to? Wait for it, but now symmetrical triangle breaking to the downside. Of course, we can spend some time in it and break to the upside. That's also a possibility, but my assumption is still bearish in the short term. In the long term, bullish, absolutely. If we break this trend line, we are going to the regions of $300. Why $300? Well, look at this. Quick comment regarding those moving averages you are seeing on the screen. This is a short-term band of 13, this is a long-term band of 144. We are below our 13, and you know that is a bearish narrative in the short term. So, based on that, above $300 lies our very important supported band. So I think that this box will get filled. Of course, I don't know exactly when and how in the coming days, weeks. But after that, if we can hold this level above $300, remember this number, then we are going to the upside. But if you're not sure what I am talking about, $300, moving average of 144 days. Of course, first stop before those $300 could be $309, where is the exponential moving average. So, final destination approximately in this region. Now, last time we did dip below it, so that is also a possibility, but you gotta have some supportive lines regarding the moving averages. Now listen, there is a possibility that we can't hold this. I don't know what can come up in those your fundamentals, but if we break it, now that would be a dangerous scenario. And I'm not talking about a move like this, going to the downside, retesting this band as a resistance and then continuing to the downside. That's a very bearish narrative that puts us longer into the bear market. For now, we are not in the bear market, we are above this crucial band, and long term that is the starting of a bull. This short term band is not that important, it is for the shortcoming moves. That's why I'm saying a move to the downside has more probability than to the upside at this moment. To me, it seems like we are losing that supportive line that I gave you a minute ago, okay? And before I forget, the point of maximum resistance at this moment is this band of 13 moving and exponential moving average at around $328. So it's not that something will happen extraordinary until we break this. And if we break it, it's still not extraordinary, because you can see that BNB is crushing it to the upside and to the downside. It's not really respecting it. But as I said, you gotta have some lines to follow your strategy. And in my opinion, look at this. I know you're rating that bullish scenario. It is out there. I told you, for me the most bullish thing is to retest the band, long-term band, and then continue to the upside. But until you break this trend line, you're not getting anything. This is the infamous $339. 339, just below 340. Why? Simple. Huge resistance. Fake out. And again, a resistance. And in the last couple of days, clear and concise resistance point. So, in the bull scenario, 339 needs to get broken for that upcoming bull. Until then, we could be crisscrossing in the coming weeks, months. We'll see. This is the narrative of the daily chart. So, my prediction in the short term: downside in the long term, upside. Happy? Hope you are having some patience. Let me show you the update on the Ethereum chart. So expected, ETH versus dollar. Our last video was here, right at that crazy candle, right? Now, somewhere in there I recorded that video and said this is a fake move. It could be very well rejected. And look at this, look exactly what happened. And although this is a short-term band of my 13 moving averages, it did the job. It rejected the price and we are still unable to break it. So absolutely nothing changed from that last video. I am still expecting lower targets for Ethereum. And the story is practically the same as BNB and Bitcoin. Also watch that previous video before Ethereum if you are into Bitcoin. Short-term bear, long-term bull. That's all I'm gonna say, because really there is nothing more to complicate. Ethereum never had strength to break even the short-term narrative. So let's retest the base or the possibilities even to 1611 and then go to the upside. So the region between 1600 and 1700 is my target for the next couple of days. Then much higher, but first you got to endure some pain, you know? It's not that I'm bulletproof. I'm also bored, I'm also losing money at some point, but on my side, this is not my first bear market or correction or whatever you want to call it. So I kinda used to pain. You think about it and watch the next video.